Hello everybody, welcome to Stone Mirrors episode 22. My name is Symes and with me as ever is Robin.
Hello there, I'm Robin.
So, stuff. So here are some dwarves, like, in a fortress.
My jingo.
Yes, so I've,
Although I think at this rate we're going, there's probably going to be more traps than fortresses. It ought to be called Trap Fortress.
well, you may have spotted the fact that I've told them to build 6 more traps.
Yes, indeed.
Just to sort of make even more sure that nobody can come in.
Ever.
Right, and there's a few other things we should probably look at. Frame rate management, which is not technically part of the gameplay, but is an important part of playing the game, because ours has been hovering around 50 frames while it's actually running for a while, and we should probably talk about how to try and make that better.
Okie dokie.
Which means we will be introducing a marvellous piece of dwarven engineering, which we'll come to later on, hopefully. And also, I've told them to make more things, because I looked some stuff up and found out relative worth of statues and whatever. And crystal glass statues are worth 1/3 as much as gold statues of equivalent quality. So basically, screw the crystal glass statues, let's make some gold ones.
Okay.
So, at the bottom of the list, construct 30 gold statues.
All the gold statues in the world.
And I've told them to make some more steel as well, because we have absolutely loads of iron. Because you know our smelter has smelt hematite on repeat.
Yeah.
So it's smelting all the hematite that we have. Well, if we go to stocks,
It's smelting like there's no tomorrow.
we go to stocks here, we can see that we've gone into bars. We have 431 iron bars,
Lovely.
which is quite a lot of iron bars. So we'll make some more of that into steel, and steel is worth the same as gold. So if we run out of gold, we can start making statues out of steel. But 30 statues is probably enough to be going on with.
You reckon?
I think it's probably fine. But I've told them to make some more charcoal and make some more steel. And yes, so frame rates, right? And as soon as the game starts running, the frame starts dropping. One of the ways to deal with frame rates, I mean, the thing that makes the frame rate drop is the sheer number of things in the game, objects.
Is it just stuff on the screen, or is it stuff?
It's stuff everywhere on the map.
Alright, so
it all
it's
has
not
to
necessarily stuff being drawn.
No, it's about for every object that exists, seeing if anything's happening to it and doing stuff accordingly.
Yeah.
So when you have lots and lots of objects, obviously that goes down. And one of the ways to deal with that is your normal production process sometimes helps to deal with that, because of the fact that because smelting stuff creates more items, because one piece of ore turns into 4 bars of metal.
Yeah.
But then you make stuff out of metal, obviously that you then turn 3 bars of gold into a single gold statue, for example.
Okay.
So we're reducing the number of items purely by making more statues, and smelting steel also helps, because even though you smelt some iron, you get 4 iron for 1 iron ore. If you make steel, then for every 2 bars of steel you make, because of the processing, you've removed 2 bars of charcoal and 2 pieces of marble, in our case, from the game. So yeah. But the other thing is, if we go down to somewhere like here, this is majorly the problem. I've turned off the hiding, and there's just loads of rock everywhere. And that's a major part of the problem, is all the rock. Because you dig out a huge amount of underground stuff, you end up with lots of rocks.
So do we need to get rid of that?
Yes, and that is where the miraculous piece of dwarven engineering comes in, which we need to build somewhere. And I'm going to build it in a little alcove, because
Is that the thing that involves us chucking stuff into lava?
no, although that is another good way of getting rid of stuff. If you just have a hole over a magma pit, you can just drop stuff into it, and anything that's not made of a magma-safe material will melt. But obviously anything that is made of magma-safe material won't.
Yeah.
However, the marvellous piece of dwarven engineering can sort anything out that's not too big. So let's mine somewhere. I want to in a little alcove, because it's actually quite dangerous.
Oh dear.
So
is it some sort of dwarven Hoover?
no, it is commonly known as the dwarven atom smasher, and it's actually not really a piece of a genuine piece of machinery that does clever things. It's actually just a drawbridge. But what you do is you raise the drawbridge, put things under it, and then lower it on them.
Oh, right.
And they are destroyed utterly unless they're too big. You also have the goblins have killed the Minotaur. Look, the surviving goblins managed to kill the Minotaur.
We need to finish shooting them.
So we need to sort these guys out as well. And I think I've found out or checked up, and there was another step that we needed to do to get all of their gear off them. So next time I know what we need to do.
Excellent.
But let's position squads. Let's position our squads around here.
For a good old shooting match.
Good old-fashioned goblin murdering.
Hurrah!
So we move them to there, and the magical works to this side here. And the oily twists, which is our third Mark's Dwarf squad, to this side here. And they'll go and pick up their gear. And here comes some of them already, look.
Hooray.
They were right there and ready and prepared.
They're all locked and loaded. There's some blood around the top there. What's that from?
I think that's just red floor, actually.
All right.
A lot of this stuff, this sort of swirly stuff here, that's all blood. Got goblin blood, a pool of blood, and a spattering of blood. And more blood.
Pools and splatters and all sorts.
So, I think they're being shot. Yep, they are. So,
excellent. Then we can go in and clear up all the rubbish.
So, good work, team. Oh, another thing that you can do to help speed things up is to slaughter animals. So I've been doing that. I've queued up a bunch of animals to be slaughtered as well. So those messages will be popping up periodically. Goblins are being killed.
Hooray!
That's good. That's good work.
There's just the one left, is there?
I think
there's someone looking unconscious there, or at least not well.
Yeah, now there's just one left, I think.
Yeah.
There's one wandering around, and now is flashing with an X, which means it's partly immobilised. There's blood appearing on the floor. Come on, lads and lasses. Blood spray. Oh, that looks like a corpse. Dead goblins. Goblins dead. Brilliant. Right, let's deal with this. Leave it. And then they can... And we'll need to sort also. I need to do D, B, C to claim everything. And they will thus go in there and collect everything and clean up all the mess and everything. So on they go. Lever is pulled, bridge is down. So we're just waiting for miners to come over here and dig this hole.
Yeah.
But other things have been happening. This smoothing's kind of carried on a bit. Much more of this is smooth now than before, so that's good.
Yeah.
And I told them to make a load more cages, which uses up sand. And they've dug out some more hematite, and I should probably stop trying to dig out hematite. We have plenty of iron. They've done a bunch of the smoothing on this wall here. Oh, that's something else I just remembered to do. We should take these squads off station as well. Shift A, B, and D. I'll just cancel the others for everybody. There we go. So these walls have been detailed, as you may be able to tell by looking at them. So this,
look at that there detail.
Look at the lovely detail on this wall. An exceptionally designed image of Sheriff Trumpet Lashes and some dwarves.
Trumpet Lashes.
Yeah, that's the English. It relates to the appointment of the dwarf Sheriff Trumpet Lashes to the position of sheriff. So that's nice.
Maybe they presented him with a trumpet.
Maybe. Or some eyelashes. I don't know. But anyway, so that's been detailed now. So it's possible. No, the mayor is really finicky, and we haven't detailed all of his walls, but he still is not happy about the quality of his dining room.
What a swine!
And we've got 2 more blocks to engraved. But the other thing is, like, now that I know how the value of things works, green glass statues are actually a bit naff.
Yeah.
Because you've got a base value for an object, and then there's a multiplier for the stuff it's made of, and another multiplier for the quality. And the multiplier for green glass is, oh my god, stoneworker Olenusek has been found dead, completely drained of blood. Well,
my word, do you reckon we might have a vampire?
I wonder if we have a vampire. Murder of stoneworker Olenusek. Witness Vampi Asfed, really? Accuses levers.
Is that our potential vampire?
Yeah, he's.
Oh no, the witness is the vampy.
He claims to have been a witness and accuses one of our lever pullers, and the one that found the body is just another dwarf. So Yeah. And what can we do here?
We can send them outside anyway.
So here's my choice of who I can convict. I can choose anybody in the fortress to convict if I want to.
Even a great horned owl.
Including a dead rabbit, apparently.
The emu did it. Except Vampy. Where's Vampy on the list?
He'll be just... They're in approximate order of stuff, so they'll be there somewhere. Where are you, Vampy? I should be paging down through these. Vampy. There you are. There's Vampy at a survey. No witnesses. So I can press enter to convict them.
Get them to go and stand in the pit.
But I've convicted them.
What's that mean? What happens then? Do we send them to the gulag?
They get sent to jail.
Do we have a jail?
We do have a jail. We made one ages ago. It was never needed until now. It's down here. It's this sort of room in the middle here. But that's all that'll happen. They'll just get sent to jail for a period of time and then released. So they'll still be a vampire.
Yeah.
I mean, it's entirely possible we just convicted the wrong person. But it's not that likely because we had our suspicions already.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. But there's only someone found the body.
Yeah.
Interestingly, the body was found the day after it occurred, or at least according to Vampy, it occurred on the 4th.
Yeah.
And then Vampy accused Levers on the 6th, the day after it was found, but the day before the find was reported.
Interesting.
He obviously wanted to get the accusation in quickly.
Yeah.
Well, tough shit, Vampy. Right. Anyway, that was a shame because that was one of our really good engravers just got murdered.
That's a shame.
So that's going to slow down the engraving process somewhat. Oh well. Anyway, there you are. There's your vampire, not actually revealing themselves, but certainly revealing the fact that they're present. And the dwarves are busy clearing all this stuff out. So we need to leave them for a while, and at some point the miners will dig that hole out. But on the subject of vampires, how's the vampire house coming? It's got a roof now, so that's good. So what we'll do is build an armour stand in it, like that, and then we can make it into a barracks. And then when Vampy has served her sentence, she can go and
stick her in there.
She can go and train in that barracks forever.
Yeah.
And hopefully not suck the blood of multiple more dwarves, because there's not much else we can do. I mean, the only real way you could kill them is if you didn't have a jail, and so you just had the hammerer do it. But the hammerer would then have to be really good at hammering, and that means he'd also murder someone who stole a loaf of bread, which is, a little bit over the top, perhaps.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that armor stand's in there. We can make this a barracks now, and then but we'll need to create a squad. So let's do that now.
Let's do that.
Let's no, not from nobles. Let's create a new militia captain, who is Vampy. There we go. And then from here, we now have a new militia captain here. We create squads from them with no uniform. There we are. Done. Squad done.
Hurrah!
It's the Citadels of Symmetry. Or, as I'm going to call it, vampires. Which I think would make things a lot easier to deal with. Right, so we can just say, go there to do absolutely everything.
Go there and stay there.
Vampire squad.
You badly toothed person, you.
Right, and so if we go back to there now and go to the schedules and scroll across the vampires. Now they're on train all the time, which is fine. Let's just leave in civilian clothes at all times as well. And so we just need to then go to the alerts and make the vampire squad on the active alert, like that. And then when the vampires are out of jail, they will go to their barracks and train.
Okay, cool.
All the time, because they don't need to sleep. So that's that.
Sorted.
Some of this building... Oh yes, a lot of this construction's been done now, so that's good. And there's lots of dog slaughtering happening. Oh, and something else that, I kind of quite loads of things going on there, but there was something else that I added to the jobs list as well.
Yeah?
You can make crafts out of shell and horn, and our bone stockpile by the crafting workshop was completely full of horn and hoof. So we make horn crafts out of those, and we've got turtle shells as well, so we can make crafts out of them.
Cool.
So I added some of those as well, and this is now, you can see here, these green ones, those are turtle shells. And this is all little skulls and hoofs and horns. So we make loads of totems and whatever, which I think we've got set on there. Yeah, there's make totem is on repeat, so they'll do it every so often. We've got now got another grown-up alpaca. That's nice. I wish I knew what the miners were doing. I mean, mining presumably, but I wonder where they are.
That is in their remit.
Yeah, I did actually tell them to dig out more like sphalerite and stuff down here, so that's what this miner is doing.
Yeah.
And has now buggered off. So I'm going to change his mind. I'm going to store some stuff. And there's someone dumping things. I guess it'll happen when it happens. It needs to be happening. And I've got some miasma going on in there because of all the dead goblins. And it's not very pleasant, and it'll make them a bit unhappy, but it'll get sorted out.
Yeah.
How are the gold statue jobs coming? Already made 15 of them. I'm quite impressed.
Pretty good.
All right. Well, in which case, because we need some happiness generators, that's what gold statues are for.
All right.
And one of the things I also did was place this crystal statue here, so that we could make a sculpture garden out of it, and we make it big enough to encompass the gold statue that's already there, just in the stairwell. So people can hang out. If people hang out in a sculpture garden where there's lots of lovely statues and stuff, that'll make them happy. So we'll make a sculpture garden here.
Hurrah.
So we can do that. And so let's build some of our gold statues here, I don't know. There, let's say. So we can just go gold statues. And another one there. Like that. That should make them happy. And we'll slap some in the stairwells as well. So which was the original plan, which is why we had this hollowed out bit in the middle of the stairwell, so that they're constantly walking past statues and therefore getting happy thoughts from them. So that's just
happy thoughts.
That's just right. And here as well in this zone, let's whack some statues down. Let's put on there. And one there-ish. Should make this statue garden lovely. Right. Construct rock blocks has been completed, so that's good. The other thing that will happen, although I'll come to it later on actually. I'm just waiting for these people to sort everything out, and I think they've collected loads of stuff from outside. More things being slaughtered and more things growing up to be adults, and they're cutting down more trees, which is good. But I don't know if you saw down in the lower wooden stockpile, the reason there was gaps in the wood stockpile is because now that I've unhidden those rocks, there's rocks in the way.
Right.
That's why there's no wood going onto those tiles, because there's a big boulder there. So we will atom smash them, and it will be splendid. What's going on up here? There's a bunch of mushrooms.
Mushroom.
Why are there mushrooms here? Oh, that's because the Marks Dwarfs that were there dropped everything they were carrying, including those mushrooms, and just left. Oh man, Marks Dwarfs, seriously. Oh well. So
Never mind, eh?
yeah. So we could have a quick look at the stocks again. Incidentally, while we're on this screen, see the population's 133 right now, which has jumped 6 since the last time I looked at it. So either more children have been born, or there's a migrant wave inbound. Once that hits 140, and there are created wealth requirements and exported wealth requirements as well, but I think we meet those. Then the city will become a metropolis, and that should
With 140 people.
Yeah, a huge, thriving metropolis of 140 members, and that, yeah, and that should give us. We should then be eligible to have the king move in. Technically, we should have potentially been offered the chance to become a barony before this, but that kind of requires your outpost liaison to leave the fortress without going mad, and we sort of blew that.
Yeah.
So whatever. Anyway,
We do have quite a lot of dwarves going nuts.
Yes. So yeah,
Being underground must really not help them.
they're actually fine with being underground, but if they're underground for too long, they can actually become acclimatized to it, and then if they go outside, they get an unhappy thought from being in the bright sunshine.
Oh, right.
Which is another reason for putting that sculpture garden on the surface, is to try and avoid that. I think we've got one, maybe two, who are already acclimatized to being underground.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we've got 2,866 stones lying around, which is what this says. And some of them are useful, like gold nuggets and hematite, and some of them are just rock, like gabbro and dacite, which we have the most of by a long way.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, so we'll be getting rid of some of this, and cinnabar, which is red, which is nice, but it's also really heavy, which is stupid. So we'll get rid of that. But we'll come back to how to. There are various different ways you can mark stuff for dumping, so we need to do that. But also, they need to dig the hole so we can actually build the machine.
Right.
And the way things are going, they probably won't get it done this episode, because they're just slacking. Look at very slackers.
Work shy fops.
There's one here who's on his way to dig something, apparently.
I keep trying to scroll up the screen. It's like, I want to see how many things are still left in the dead pit.
Let's have a look. No, there's a lot of rocks there because I unhid those as well, but they've taken out most of the stuff that was lying around, and the miasma's gone, so they've taken the rotting corpses away.
There's a cage in there.
Yeah, those are. We remember we caged
it's
those
the kestrel, isn't it?
kestrel and the peregrine, and then forgot to attach them to a lever. So that's something else we should arrange, is to put another lever somewhere so we can release them. So let's just build capital T for traps and levers, L for lever, and we'll place a lever here. Which it doesn't matter what sort of mechanism it is, so we'll just use a regular quality mechanism. And we'll need another lever to activate the atom smasher, so we'll put that over here while we remember.
Yep.
Again, regular quality mechanism is fine for a lever. And then, yep.
Roll with it.
Crack on!
Yeah. Get to the smashing.
Come on, squad, we've got stuff to do. But of course, the frame rate being so slow is part of why everything takes so long. It looks like several of our, a bunch of our happiness generators have been placed now, so
that's good.
So that's good. So they'll be running up and down the
maybe
stairs.
They'll be happy.
They're running up and down the stairs past them and going, ooh, lovely statue.
Look at that. I feel happy.
Let's build another one in this stairwell, because I feel that probably people are coming past here quite a bit.
Yeah.
Gold statue, and maybe down in the mines as well. Someone's carrying one up from down this way.
They don't want to let it go. They're too happy.
Let's build one in this sort of miner area as well, so that when the miners go to and not mining, the smelters and so forth go to and from the smeltery, they'll get another happy thought as they come down the stairs. So yeah, and right, those traps are up, so that's good too. So how's everything else going on here? Zinc bins are being finished off, making some wooden bolts, blocks, more lavish meals, charcoal's done, pig irons on the way, statues are being finished. So yeah, it's all just like
it's rocking.
Trucking on. This refuse stockpile is now full as well. which is potentially an issue, because if we get any more refuse, because the stockpile is full, it won't be moved. It will be left to rot where it lies.
That's not good.
However, it is just a refuse stockpile, so we can just make another one. Yeah, it's just because it's full of rotting goblins.
Never good.
Actually, hang on. Let me see what we've got here. Because there's probably some special settings. Yeah, it's corpses and body parts rather than the other stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Let's make a new one. A bit further away. With this side of the thing is largely unused for anything, so we can just. Oh, we can make it over here. Actually, put it over here. We'll try and put it inside the wall, or where the wall is going to go. So over here is probably better. So let's just do that. And I forgot to set it to refuse. So we don't want animals. We do want refuse. Forbid, like that. And this has got, like, it says thrones and stuff as well, which I don't think we want in it. No. Maybe that's just broken thrones. I don't know. Anyway, so now they'll move more corpses to that one.
Yeah.
When the main one is full, as it currently is, and so room for things to rot. If it weren't so many invaders all the time, you wouldn't have this problem.
We're just too successful in capturing people.
Capturing people, yeah. Oh, that's actually reminded me of something else as well. This big load of stuff over here, when it eventually gets finished, which still isn't.
Yeah.
We will need to have lots and lots of deadly traps in it, so we should probably also queue up some deadly trap components. So if we add to this list...
Deadly traps.
If we type serrated, then we get serrated discs, and we'll make some large serrated green glass discs from our glass.
Very few pleasant things are serrated.
No, but in this case that's exactly what we want. So we'll make 30 of those. And we can
lots of unpleasant things.
Make a bunch of serratedness in here. And that'll be good. Oh, it chugs on. So, yeah, there's all the cages that I told them to make, so getting piled up in the cage stockpile.
Cages, thousands of them.
How's is it still winter upstairs? I don't know. It's.
Is the vampire gone outside yet? Are they behaving?
They're probably
still in the jail.
They'll still be in jail, I would think. We can go and look. I don't know where they are. Is that them there? I think, yeah, because that's them there because they've been made a militia commander, so they are locked up. We can view their thoughts and preferences. She is depressed about being confined. Well, shouldn't have murdered somebody then.
She's married and has 9 children.
9 children. Admired a completely sublime statue lately. So obviously we've got some... And a completely sublime, tastefully arranged statue. So there you are, there's the happiness generators right there. Obviously doing their job already.
Yeah.
Like she was being dragged to jail. She was able to admire them. So
no, I'm innocent. Don't take me. Oh, that's a very nice statue.
A lovely statue. No. Oh, good. Right, a liaison finally is able to talk to us. It's normally irritating, but it's been so long.
Yeah. It has been a while.
It's been a while. What's this being put in this refuse stockpile? Oh, withered plump helmets. Anyway, I want to look at this lovely statue.
Yeah. Go look
Which
at the statue.
A gold statue. Oh, the statue of slugs. That's delightful.
Slugs?
Let's look at it. Yep. A well-crafted gold statue of slugs. A well-designed image of slugs in gold by Mason Shigoskarol.
How charming.
Beautiful, yes. What's this one down here? That's Edsel Drive Pulley, which is actually a dwarf, I believe, from our fortress. A superior designed and Osterweisproud the Goblin. Osterweisproud is striking down Edsel Drive Pulley. Oh no! Killed with an iron scimitar in Stone Mirrors during the second attempted abduction at Stone Mirrors. Alright, so that was a goblin thief then.
Yeah.
Or rather a child snatcher. Trying to steal a child and killing a dwarf who was trying to prevent them. And so it's been memorialised in gold. And
memorialised the snatching.
This crystal glass statue is the one of an oyster. It's just a well-crafted designed image of an oyster in crystal glass by glassmaker Gusil Katten. So yeah, oyster. Welcome to our fortress. Here's a giant oyster made of crystal glass.
Hope you're feeling well.
Hope you're feeling well. We need some more zinc. Smelt. Oops. Smelty. It's not it's sphalerite. I always forget. Sphalerite. Or, oh yeah, 5 of them. Something. Doesn't really matter. Just to keep things trucking along.
Yeah.
Oh, kittens. That's bad. We need to slaughter them. Let's slaughter them right away.
That is the entire premise of our society, slaughtering kittens.
Well, another thing that really ruins your frame rate is loads of cats running around, so...
well, best we slaughter them.
Sort that out right now.
Yeah.
It just seems to be 2, so... but, yeah, there just seems to be 2 kittens from that, so that's not so bad. If there'd been, like 15 or whatever, that would have been worse, but...
yeah.
So...
Only a few cats to slaughter.
Just slaughter some cats.
As you do.
As you do. Well, as we do.
Yeah.
Well, those levers got built, so that's good, I suppose. But it's like... yeah. We're not going to get time to build the Atom Smasher because they're digging other things or attending parties or doing other stuff other than mining, so yeah, not a super exciting episode, this one.
Oh no, we have had our vampire blood drain.
Wait, oh yes, someone got murdered. I should probably
Yeah.
got that. And spring has arrived, which means that this is probably going to thaw fairly soon.
A horrible murdering episode.
A horrible murder, yeah. It's like, oh, it's not very exciting. Somebody just got horribly murdered.
Yeah.
It's not very exciting.
It was pretty exciting for them.
Oh, but now there's a were-skink.
Were-skink?
A were-skink. A large skink twisted into humanoid form. It is crazed for blood and flesh. Its eyes glow azure. Its charcoal scales are small and overlapping. Now you will know why you fear the night. Because there is a were-skink.
I'm afraid of the night now.
Right, well, what a cliffhanger, eh? The coming of the mighty were-skink. Yes, I think that's a good place to end.
Yeah.
So, thanks everybody for watching. Like, share and subscribe and all that business. And we will see you next time.
Adios.
Bye.